Where are you headed?
Surely I'm overdue a day or two.
The mad sovereign's power yet girds this place. It could prove the last bastion of hope for the people of this world. Alas, 'twill not hold forever. The coming destruction can only truly be forestalled if 'tis sundered at its heart.
We too once bore the mantle of Arisen, though no longer. As we walked our respective paths, each of us lost the incomparable strength of will that made us Arisen. One in despair of the dragon's boundless might, one in pursuit of vengeance's cold comfort, and one for fear of what fate held in store. Yet you bear it still, Arisen One. Hold fast to your strength of will, for it shall doubtless lend you the strength you will need to spare this world its end.
Aught fell? From the... beast as it breathed its last. We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
What have we done to earn its ire?
The very world is under threat.
And the wind fair nor Indiran, and you...
Oh, you return. I am so happy to see you safe. You were gone so long. I was very worried. Oh. You think we should leave the Arbor? I am not sure my father will like that idea, but I can try to convince him. Please, follow me.
As Arborist, Sir Taliesin is the lead.
Kemen Ross.
Come. I must speak with Father.
Let me get that.
Nambao.
Kana el Kemenhum.
Salma Arenfer. Alekano Nandewin.
Ayu, Fanamo ne Metane. Kemen Ross, Bakasa. Arenfer.
And the wind fair no Endilirang, Anum, Nefernis.
Mayhap we could bring the people to the seafloor shrine. I expect it would grant us a bit more time.
But will the people do as we suggest? The crux of the problem is how best to convince them.
Morfanenwen Alkawa.
Nun lia tilmo!
Yarmen ran soron.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
An investment made for safer...
Akai arume fa in Itarond, etele eldalia nun we. Finan tai. Morfanenwen alkawa.
Onne Kasinke Fanil.
Nandawin fair nor Indiliran and Numa.
Nelis Kaleel.
Elelote anfir osto silfa malantha alekano mine in fair avehum. Sinde fil arenka.
Ella on there. None fire we hit off.
Onne Kasinke Fanil.
Nandawin fair nor Indiliran and Newman.
Findelnar. Nevea nolwende lis kemen. Morivin lis palan oio eromar meltol netara.
Kasinke telpe nun finaler, nun mor arta her. Fionar elwe arfarne nenwen sur orne, I avstir lalastar. Nun falasmir magananon?
Morvani morivin Findelnar. Neveatara morivin. Lis fa aldakar kemen ros. Hera ur lis nun. Yav morin garina like asar kemen ros iloratu anfir tara. Eteler karil morivin alkadar palan. Kemen nun lis alekano. Surne kemen ros here non yav kuruir. Falis isil rod lintar. Ne yav alekano vea nun sinde lungtena.
Nun lis amanda kill angadur fenor.
Here non nun lia Findelnar. Lia wemor. Findelnar morivin orne osto. Firnis morivin. Morivin kemen turalecano. Menelum hiroth mor carilm anardor.
Alcarwa fir nun eldaya. Ane martir, tindome ingarina fa alme Alcarwa? Et aler, le affaire mor eldalia eralotte. Sorne an fameltol. Vanalin huror soron. Kasinke telpe nun findaler. Lera nefir heranon, anne arta her firnis. Nundis amanda kill angadur.
Only time will tell whether the cutting shall take root. For now, let us make for the seafloor shrine.
You carry the very soul of our people with you, my friend. I implore you to treat her with care. You carry the very soul of our people with you, my friend. I implore you to treat her with care.
A piece of the Arbor heart goes with you. Keep her close. She is very important to us.
Nenwen mor aiwanon. Arta here courier. Morfa erando. Amanda kill.
As a matter of fact, the pride of the elves is evident in their conduct as much as their noble bearing. One can see why they are content to maintain distance.
Lontena fir oyo.
Mayhap we can exchange information.
Have a gander at my wares. You should. Can't regret it. Pleasure doing business with you.
Well, this is no good. Can't let myself get distracted.
Since time, remember. Draconic blood. Blood flows through the veins.
Then I bid ye farewell.
Water's amiss with the flow of time.
Twould seem this is no longer the world we know.
Is there no way to return things to how they were before? At once, Master.
The month I spent with Lord Phasus was a queer experience indeed. I was conscious of nothing. Nothing, that is, save your presence, Master. I cannot explain it. Mayhap 'twas made possible by the bond we share.
Glad as this reunion is, it must have been a shock to find the world so changed upon your waking.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Arefan. Nambar.
Herminra. Heruarminra.
Kasinke telpi nun finaler. Lera nefir heranon, anne artaher firnis. Aidalia anandor, nun lintan. Heror anne oia fermor, anendune falumtena?
Nenamboe javstir uru findelnar. Liateren ayale. Kemen ros uru neteren, neromen anartelpe minasfana. Nun kemen ros osto luin eldalia, ne kemen vea alcarua.
Luintarme kinalen meltol, parante lume anlis, ne kemen kayayinju nun sil. Ne meltol linkan aldacar an fir nun fiamor. Morivin paran vanis tiel?
Palan hjarmenran, lis fa arnefane. Elorato ala, nun mor artaher. Firnis an erumar isilrod eteller, lera aetena. Nenwen mor aiwanon, alcarwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur carilm. Iavstir lalastar, nun falasmir magananon, anamor lis turculion ecialis.
I thank you, friend. It would be no exaggeration to say that you have saved my people.
Your fight continues, does it not? Be well, and come back safe.
I cannot help
Crisp
but feel
morning
responsible.
air lifts my spirits. Your fight continues, does it not? Be well, and come back safe.
Sono oio luntarma.
This is just
Kemen Ross, Akasa.
We need not words to show our intentions. The elves may come to trust us if we prove ourselves indeed.
sono Oio Luntarma.
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
These are troubled times, but rest assured, our doors shall remain open and our beds soft. You know where to find me.
Look, as long as you make things simple. My legs are stiff as boards after training.
So dull when there's nothing doing.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
My wares?
I'm not sure what to do.
Good heavens!
I've got to focus on
Bones grow weary. Why not hop in the cart? Your feet will thank you.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Dreams are free,
Something smells divine. Fancy a look at my wares? Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
One can never be too careful.
Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy.
Perhaps 'tis time we returned to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds.
Precious little time.
There's ought to be said, peace and quiet. Have you some business here?
Only person I believe in is myself.
We shall await you here, Master.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Would that prayer alone?
From me to there, what
Nice place.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit. So many happy voices carried on the wind.
I could use a bit of excitement in my life.
Could earn a decent wage if I find myself a patron.
Down. All this quiet makes me come more anxious.
Well met, sir. How might I be of
I've matters
service?
to attend to, but they can wait.
I get along with everyone.
Still, the fact that you yet live means there is some hope left to us.
Crowns and politics are no concern of mine.
Still, the fact that you yet live means there is some hope left to us.
Wonder if anyone's noticed. Seems not ever goes
What was it I had planned for the morrow?
I've matters to
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
I've things to do, if you don't mind.
Bunch of sluggards.
Surely, an unsettled mind begets an unsettled world.
I've a duty to attend to, as 'twere.
Is there aught you require?
I cannot abandon my post.
Some other time, maybe.
Such peace. Aye, what is it?
All my peers seem so much more capable. Not for it. Cut my teeth in a rip.
Still waiting on that report.
Ah, my friend. Full glad am I to see you safe. All the more so in these calamitous times. If you have come on pressing matters, might I ask you to first bring them to Captain Brant? I have come to depend upon his counsel, truth be told. Ah, my friend, if you have come on
This is more than I bargained for.
My legs are stiff as boards after.
Ah, my friend. If you have come on pressing matters, might I ask you to first bring them to Captain Brant? I have come to depend upon his counsel, truth be told.
Some skills can only be honed on the battlefield.
Not for it, but to cut my teeth in a real battle.
So stiff after a day.
What's going on?
Quiet at last.
Oh, got to keep moving. Barely lift their swords.
This is my life.
Always sets me to thinking, this place.
I've got to free this. The shift's only just begun.
I'm dead tired.
Oh, got to keep moving.
Best check my stock before a customer comes along.
Nothing more pathetic than begging for your
Look,
life.
as long as you please. Things like this
Not
make
sure what got me out of bed at this hour.
round.
Today?
Time for an early supper.
Your Majesty, how glad I am to see you safe. Where have you been this past month? The end of the world? Are things truly so dire? Though, I am aware of the dragon attack on Melv. We received word that naught but a smoking ruin remains. 'Twas a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. However, without a clear path, we in the Guard shall be hard-pressed to forestall the impending crisis. You would have me evacuate the city? I see. Mayhap 'twould be for the best. Ever since the fall of Melv, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that their homes are next to be assailed. If there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, I believe we have naught to lose by seeking sanctuary. But I doubt I could convince the people of the city to abandon their homes, however terrified they may be. Methinks your Majesty would do better to ask this of the Regent King. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, His Grace has been the one keeping order here in Vermont. If the people will heed anyone, 'tis him.
Maintaining order in Vermont must be quite a burden upon the young Regent King. Let us aid him however we may.
By your leave.
Dead on my feet.
Interested in my wares? Interested in my ware? Pleasure doing business.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
More must be urged to evacuate.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movements of the clouds.
Look, as long as you please. Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again. Look, as long as you please.
These are troubled times, but rest assured, our... Our doors shall remain open and our beds soft. You know where to find me. Lucian eludes me, but I certainly boards after training.
If I could, I'd never leave.
Look, as long as you please. Best
But
check
it's
this
even
shop
dust
before a
before
question
it
comes
comes
along.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses. If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
The wise are as discerning with time as with toys.
Is man's worst enemy. It's too quiet here.
So you've come. I'm glad to see you. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal, a full-scale evacuation of the citizenry. Truth be told, I had reached the same conclusion. So long as we cower within these walls, we must live in fear of going the way of Melv. My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors and the Thieves' Guild for aid. The only remaining obstacle is my mother. She has set herself stubbornly against any such flight. I have tried to make her see reason, but of late she has taken to shutting herself in her chambers. However, I fear that my position permits me to entertain her fancy no longer. I must put the needs of the common folk before her selfish whims. Now, there are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate, and I would fain welcome your assistance. We will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged out of the city. Might I prevail upon you to petition the merchant at the ox cart station in the west of the city for their use? You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot any and all expenses.
Peril can result from a moment's incaution.
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals come back scarcely touched. Between you and me, I fear for her health. Queen Regent Disa, between you and me, I fear for...
Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? Well, far be it from me to deny you, but I shall go to the grave with a smile on my lips, for I have no regrets. All I did for my darling son. So do as you will. I have no intention of begging for mercy.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well.
The throne and its powers hold no meaning in a broken world.
Those recruits don't... More from point.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
About all, I'll prove my worth.
Yes? This was in Mother's room. I did wonder where it had gotten off to. But why would she... There's aught inside. 'Tis a... letter. Might you excuse me? I would speak with Mother. Mayhap there is hope of changing her mind yet. All she did, all the scheming, all the plots, 'twas all for me, you see. So I cannot leave her to her fate.
Monsters range near us, here they
Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign solely for your own benefit. Yet in truth, you sought to better the lot of our people.
Ah, but I would have benefited. And handsomely at that. Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud. I wish to see my own son on the throne, and no other.
Even so, I cannot help but feel that all of this could have been avoided. Had I only been more attentive, if I had but better known your heart, I could have shared in your burdens. You would not have had to suffer alone, and perhaps together we could have walked a better path.
Oh, Sven.
Mother, I beg you, join the evacuation. You need not fall with this city. I would not see you take your crimes wholly on your own shoulders. That weight is as much mine to bear as 'tis yours.
My son, you truly would make a fine and goodly ruler. Your kindness will save many lives. Of that I have no doubt.
Would you be so kind as to petition them? You may assure him that the royal...
My son, you truly would make a fine and...
I'm still here then. I can hardly believe it.
I shall suffer none to disturb this peace.
When it now?
So
It's getting cold.
I kept just about
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this work.
Would that such peace reigned eternal. Oh, got to keep moving. Lest I fall asleep.
Only person I believe in is myself.
Not sure why I'm troubled.
shift's only just begun. Good day, sir.
As long as I get my gold, who takes the carts is no concern of mine. His Grace is welcome to them.
We have chartered the ox carts as requested. 'Tis a pleasant change for things to go so smoothly, eh, Master?
Splendid.
There's comfort in the
Our fare is still not come.
I fancy a kip, but not at the expense of my beauty.
Quiet at last.
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
Quiet at last.
Might look to partner up with someone else.
Minute now. No sense getting cold feet.
Praying ne'er put gold in my pocket.
Ah, you've returned. How fares your procurement of those carts? You do? My thanks. That puts paid to the last of our preparations. I will inform the citizenry forthwith.
Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker. Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this work.
Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry. There is aught I would ask of you. You have my gratitude.
Since times of El, remember, draconic. blood flows through the veins.
Then I bid ye farewell.
This place is too comfortable.
Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
Kasinke telpe nun finaler.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
You have my gratitude. Pray, take this with my sincerest gratitude.
I ought to act a little more cheerful.
Mayhap I'll buy myself a new sword next pay. Preparation is key. I up my training regime. Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
Would you care to talk a moment?
Lots to do. Have a precious little time.
Could have sworn I ought to attend to.
A crowd that size to single heavy times.
Fine wares.
Many of those loyal to me have been
That's quite enough.
Places such as this nourish.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master.
I am glad your majesty has seen fit to assist. This is a disgrace. I have amended my decision to involve my supporters. I am glad your majesty has seen fit to assist the Regent King. Only one person can decide his kingdom's future.
Nothing's harder than living in honest.
Rowdy, but I shan't complain. Fine fettle today.
Coin's no good if you work yourself to death.
Not sure what to do with myself today.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Crowd that size, not a single heavy purse.
Where was I headed?
Let's take it easy today.
Welcome.
Bleeding amateurs. I can't no respect for this.
This kingdom has no future without you.
I've a sir. Fine wares all.
I must remain vigilant.
Let's take it easy today.
I am glad your majesty is...
I do not understand. What has befallen? Our world.
It seems the world is to be brought to an end. We cannot allow this to come to pass.
My bed.
Only through prayer can I further my devotion.
Still waiting on that report.
We shall await you here, Master.
That is quite the quandary.
Suppose I'd best get to work.
Methinks I've earned a rest.
chest of wheels, but not at the expense of my duty.
Have we purchased all that we require? We ought to review the contents of our packs, just to be sure. I fear I must stray from the thread of our conversation to tell you. Ours is a party of women, by and large.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
Master, I vow to weigh my every word before speaking.
Attack now, while the ogre's attention is fixed on its favorite prey.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
I've about had my...
Do stop and look. I've wares of every ilk.
Thank you. What is your intent? What do you hope to do?
The red clouds are suffused with ill intent. Might they not be someone's will made manifest?
They are the cause of all of this misfortune. Naught can be made right so long as they remain.
Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment. The undead have risen to face us.
Holy attacks will serve us well here.
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
battle is best avoided here.
Very well. I shall return. Pray, allow me to open yon chest. Stop me, lest I bring you
This should be of use. Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of aid? Is apt to summon more of its own. It is of dire importance that it quickly.
A protracted battle would only put us at a greater disadvantage.
True enough. Scout undead, Arisen! We have no means of exploiting our
And no small wonder that Oxguards have ceased operation, given the state of things.
Will the day ever come when we might employ one again? Consumed them, and now seeks to do the same to them. We must halt its calamitous charge at any cost. I will see it answer for every last innocent life it's paid.
Fight fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
I shall fly to your aid, Master.
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
our foe is repelled by some miracle, now this region shall be safe, at least for the time being.